Well, still in the hat for round five. We've got to do it all again at Villa Park against Chelsea. We had to work hard for it, but fairly solid performance that I think we grew into the game. This is your instant match reaction to Chelsea nil, Aston Villa nil. Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with your instant match reaction to Chelsea nil, Aston Villa nil. Aston Villa are still in the hat for round five. And we've got to do it all again against Chelsea at Villa Park in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to go through the game, talk about the key points, I'll give my views on the performance, but you guys get in the comments your thoughts on the performance. I mean, 2-0 draws in a row, unheard of under Unai Emery. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. But also do remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are literally, I think, 7 away from 3,300. Thank you for all your support, but really want to continue growing. We want to hit 4,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please like, please subscribe, and get your comments in on thoughts on today's performance. So before we talk into the game, starting lineups in terms of Villa. Martinez in goal, Cash at right back, Konsa and Longley at centre back, and Alex Moreno at left back. I don't think there's any surprises there. Maybe Carlos could have come in and Konsa could have switched to right back, but I think we all expected that. Midfield, Kamara and Louise, obviously the deeper line midfielders, and then McGinn, and great to see Tielemans back in the side as well. And then Diaby just playing off Watkins, and great to see Amari Kellerman as well on the bench along with Munro, and obviously Tim Irigbonham as well. So yeah, good to see some youngsters getting opportunities with the squad, but strong side, and the way we started, I thought both teams looked pretty sharp. Both teams looked good. Villa opened up having possession. Both teams having possession, and it was actually Villa that had a really good chance on 11 minutes. McGinn. Playing a nice cross from a free kick. They played it short to Moreno, who crossed it, and Tielemans, free header really, heads it down into the ground, and Petrovic manages to knock it over the bar. But it was a good chance really, and I guess a sign of how we could get chances against Chelsea. And then we actually had the ball in the net, another set piece. McGinn stood like he was going to take the corner. Luis rushed, played it short to him, and out to Diaby. Diaby hit the shot. It ricocheted up, and as it goes through to Louise, bounces off a Chelsea player, hits Louise on the arm, and then loops up and he puts it in the net. And you're thinking, goal, brilliant. But then obviously on closer inspection, it was a clear handball, and you got to understand why VAR ruled it out, because it obviously fell in his favour. And the goal was chalked off. And I always think with those moments where it kind of goes to VAR, the Villa fans, the Villa players are all celebrating and are absolutely buzzing, and then the switch in psychology, the switch in momentum really benefits the other side when that goal is disallowed. And Chelsea really did take advantage of that, and really put us under pressure. It's and they really stopped us from playing out. Madueke was starting to get into space and really cause Moreno problems. Raheem Sterling again, throughout that first half, really caused Matty Cash problems, and Cole Palmer and and Gallagher really moving well between each other, interchanging positions and looked good. And yeah, and it didn't take much from our possession as well to gift them chances. I mean, Longley gifting Cole Palmer a really good opportunity. Martinez saves, and then again Palmer having another strike that Martinez had to save as well. And we really weren't doing ourselves any favours at all. A couple of opportunities moving further forward. There was a free kick that we worked really well, and McGinn hit the shot with his left foot, went over. But again, a great moment from Sterling down the left hand side, and plays it into Palmer, who crosses it. Madueke's coming in from that right hand side, manages to get a touch, and somehow Martinez saves it. Pure reaction save, and yeah, that was probably their best opportunity of the first half. Another half chance of a corner. Badiashile has a header down, but I think that was more of a half chance. And then right at the end, Villa have an opportunity, managed to break the press, which we really struggled to do in that first half at times. Managed to break the press. Ball comes out to Diaby on the right. He holds it up quite well, plays it across the box as Tielemans is running on, and really Tielemans should get the ball on target, but hits the ball, curls the ball over the top. And yeah, that was kind of it from the first half. And in terms of from my perspective, I thought fairly solid. Chelsea are always going to have opportunities, and the opportunities that we gave them were more from our bad play. Obviously the really nice interchange with Sterling and Palmer was probably a really good move, but other than that, there were chances that were gifted to them by us, and Longley was quite sloppy in possession at times. And I don't know if the pitch was a little bit bobbly, but there was a few players looking a little bit uncertain with the ball across the back. But look, we kept in it. And you kind of knew that maybe our time would come as the game went on, because of Chelsea playing, in midweek and having that game against Middlesbrough. And Villa not playing for a couple of weeks does take a bit of time for players to kind of feel their way into the game. So, second half starts. Again, there's a couple of opportunities for Chelsea. Yeah, Palmer volleys wide, and we also have another chance where uh, where I can't remember exactly the moment of it, but again, poor from the back. Martinez tries to clear it. It hits Palmer, loops up into the air, and he tries to volley it, but he manages to just go straight to the goalkeeper. Watkins has a really good run, plays it into Diaby, who hits a shot at the near post. Petrovic saves. It really wasn't a fantastic effort. But yeah, just again our own I guess bad or kind of sloppy decisions that were causing opportunities. However, once that first kind of third quarter of the game, ended and went into that kind of the 68th, 70th minute, Villa then really did start to turn the screw, and you could see that Chelsea getting tired. I know they made a couple of changes, but yeah, some brilliant play. Um, um, Watkins having a good effort, really good effort. I mean, Watkins was kept quiet most of the game, but in the second half started to link up well with Diaby, started to hold the ball up, which we really liked, and we really needed. And yeah, had a really good effort. Gets the ball on the right hand side of the box after being teed up by Diaby. Great effort. Keeper pushes it round the post, and then a couple of minutes later, really good move down the left hand side. Again, Watkins does really well to hold the ball up, turn Disassi, plays it into Matty Cash, who's running on, cuts inside on his left foot, hits the shot, and I mean, I was jumping up. I thought that was in, and yeah, Petrovic again makes a wonderful save, and yeah, fantastic opportunity, and again, another opportunity. This time Petrovic slipping as he takes a goal kick. We try and break. We push up. Diaby pulls the ball back, but Silva just gets in ahead of Watkins to stop him from putting it in. And again, McGinn having a really good chance at the end. Zaniolo had come on by this time. Jinx past Ben Chilwell, who was really quiet when he came on, to be honest, crosses it. McGinn almost gets in front of Silva, just flicks it, similar to what Duran did against Everton, and the ball goes wide. So look, for me, we really ended the game really strong, and it was really positive to see. Yeah, you take the replay. We're in the hat for the fifth round. And we it was good to see us kind of growing into the game. And like I say, I tweeted at half time that it was fairly solid. And for me, I thought it was. Like I said, the chances that Chelsea had, barring one or two, yes, they had pressure. They're always going to have that when they're the home side. They had crosses that flashed across the box, but I thought we dealt with them well. I thought our shape was good. We were a bit wasteful with the ball, I will say that, and there was times where Watkins didn't hold the ball up front well enough, and times again, and sometimes where Diaby didn't hold the ball well enough up front. But as the second half went on, you started to see those spaces open up for the likes of Tielemans, and McGinn really grew into the game as the game went on, and you saw Kamara starting to drive with the ball a little bit more, and then Watkins and Diaby started to link up a little bit better, and that's exactly what you want. It was just probably unfortunate that we couldn't put one of those chances away, and it looked like we were the ones who were going to score. Yes, again, Chelsea had a couple of efforts towards the end, nothing really major. Really good positioning from Martinez coming off his line, and clearing. But yeah, like I say, apart from that, nothing major for Martinez to do, other than mop up from a couple of mistakes that we made. I would give him man of the match just because of I guess, just the assurance that he gives us. The starting positions that he has, he allows us to play a little bit higher line. But as I say, I thought McGinn came into the game in that second half, a couple of sloppy passes and a little bit more care, and he would have really. He could have really put players in on goal. I thought Moreno had a decent game today as well. Kept going up and down that left hand side, and he had a couple of good crosses towards the end as well, and looked threatening. Konsa, as always, really showing those leadership skills. And I thought Matty Cash, like I say, Sterling was sharp in that first half, but Cash, I thought, dealt with him well. Had to come off with cramp, but had a couple of good efforts as well going forward. So look, a fairly solid performance. One or two little bits with as I say, wasteful in possession, but a nice game to go into Tuesday night against Newcastle. And yeah, it'd be great to see who we get in potentially can get in the fifth round. If we get past Chelsea at home, and look, a full house at Villa Park, I'm sure it will be great atmosphere. It's always a decent game against Chelsea. Let's make sure we get the win and get a good cup run. That's it from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm like I say, I'm fairly positive. I'm pretty happy, so I'm sure you guys in the comments will be. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help us smash through 3,300 on the road to 4K. We'll be back with match previews for Newcastle, maybe a bit more of a longer match reaction for this one. And I'm also featuring on the Loaded Mag Boys on Sunday night for the Newcastle preview as well. So do check out Loaded Mag Newcastle channel as well. If you can, give me some moral support. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. As always, remember, we'll follow the Villa.